Did you ever deal with any escapes when you were there?
2, actually. And people hear escape and they think, Shawshank Redemption. Tunneling out the wall, banging on a pipe with a, no. I mean, like, people have such a they have such misinformation on what prison is.
It's too much TV.
Too much TV. You don't realize that. So the facility I worked at, they had probably 500 inmates that worked outside the fence. So no
trustees.
Well, their charges were not, sexual or child related. They weren't like a danger or threat to society. They didn't have any length of sentence, so they had more freedom, because the trash needs to be picked up on the side of the roads. Weeds need to get cut. Trees need to get, taken care of. So, we supplied, or they, not we, not anymore. DOC supplies Department of Forestry, Department of Transportation, all sorts of different work squads, So the escapes, 9 out of 10 times, is just somebody running off of the work squad, getting picked up and, going to wherever they end up going. It's not like they climb the fence, because most facilities, actually every facility has at least 2 perimeter vehicles that are literally just bouncing back and forth 24/7. That's all they do. Some facilities, like the facility I was at, had 2 interior towers that were staffed at all times, and the north tower had a good 180 degree on the north half, and the south tower had the south half.
Now, what justified one of them tower guys shooting somebody?
Anybody getting past a certain point near the fence.
You can still be inside the facility. They can still shoot you dead. They have to discharge a warning shot. But again, nobody is that stupid, because there's a 15 or 18 foot fence wrapped in razor wire on the base. There's about a 15 foot gap that has 3 rolls of razor wire, and then another 15 or 18 foot fence wrapped in razor wire. So you got to go over 2 fences and probably about 8 spools of razor wire you got to get through. And razor wire is different than barbed wire. And it's 2 totally different things. You can touch barbed wire, you touch razor wire the wrong way, and it's like it. Hence the word razor wire. Yeah. I helped install it as a kid one time.
Yeah.
A guy that we grew up with did fence. I would help him once in a while on the weekends. And we did it wasn't a prison or nothing, but it was a government facility.
Right.
And
similar security.
Yeah, so they all had this just had 1 row of razor wire across the top. They weren't trying to keep anybody either, more to keep out.
Right.
To make it
more
look,
of a deterrent.
I think it was more of a, oh crap, there's razor wire, I'm not climbing that fence.
See, that was the prisons. They were, oh crap, there's razor wire, I'm not going to climb the fence.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't care what's in the building. It's probably not worth climbing razor wire. I'm not doing life or nothing. So I don't know what's going to motivate me to want to climb it. Statistically, you had less problems with people that were serving life than you did with people that were serving 20 years. Did you ever have a celebrity status kind of inmate while you were...
Elaine Warnos. I worked at the facility she was at. I mean, she was a female. Was a female. They put her to death. But I worked at the facility briefly while she was up there.
What did Elaine do? I'm not familiar with Elaine.
She's got a really nice Netflix docuseries on her.
I might not just remember the name, though. I love shit like that.
She was batshit crazy. She did so much. I had a couple of mobsters, like from New York.
Oh, that's funny. Were they the typical, TV kind of gangsters?
They looked like straight out of The Sopranos. Obviously no gold or jewelry, but the hair and how they, their hand gesture. I mean, it's just like it was watching real life Sopranos.
That's so funny. I've known a handful of gangsters in my lifetime. And yes, they all were just like that TV persona almost. I mean, it's just like they just picked them right out of the fucking... You know what? We're going to go to Scarface, the movie, and they're going to grab 2 of these guys.
Yeah.
They're going to run the crime syndicate here in Tampa. That's exactly what they all look like. I mean, they're people... I think half the people in movies were gangsters at one time anyway.
Right.
That's how they get such great characters. So now you're no longer a prison guard. Do you miss being a prison guard?
At times.
At times. What do you miss about being a prison guard?
The adrenaline.
what I do now is a whole different type of adrenaline.
Yeah.
You know, dodging traffic on the side of the road and doing that. But it's you talk. So like I promoted to sergeant, and I had my brother who works for Highway Patrol pin me, and the promotion ceremony was in the facility grounds. You know, and he wore his Class A. You know, his dress uniform. I was wearing my dress uniform, and he had to leave his gun, his OC, his baton, his taser, his handcuffs, his handcuff key. He basically had to empty his entire duty belt. I think it just died.
Yeah, it was fully charged.
Not anymore. We're still going these though, right?
Yes, we're still going on these. So that will record.
So is that recording?
Yeah, I can download the thing from TikTok.
So he had to leave his entire. So he also has to go through the metal detector, go get clear security. We get through the Sally port and you hear them doors close, and then it's a completely different world. You know, you're passing inmates carrying chainsaws, and you pass the staff barber, which will give you a straight razor shave, or
The staff barber actually has a fucking straight razor.
oh yeah, yeah, he's serving life. Great dude, no problem. He is the model inmate. There are model inmates. There are just some people that just deserve. They cannot operate unless they are incarcerated. They need that structure. But so my brother was like, "You're crazy to voluntarily walk through these doors every day, not knowing if you'll even walk out." You know, I mean, I had a hepatitis B inmate spit in my face once. I had an inmate headbutt me, break my nose. I mean, it's the staff batteries are
Well, what's the worst thing that happened to you?
Probably the hepatitis spit in my eyes. I had 6 months of nasty medication and monthly blood draws.
Did you ever test positive?
No.
Beautiful. That's
Yes.
good. It's a gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
It's what you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to take away from your prison guard career.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you work for one of the largest towing companies on this side of the planet.
I do. I started working for them before they were them.
Yeah, as a bunch of people I know, you haul everything from police rotations to equipment.
Yep.
So you're on the road for just about any kind of thing you can think of. Everything from road construction to mass destruction from automobiles.
Broken down vehicles to toolboxes.
So you help run an organization called #MTFO.
I started #MTFO.
There you go. This is the founder of Move the Fuck Over.
Move the fuck over.
Everybody would like to go home. I am no longer a tow op. I was for a while. I did more repossessions than anything else. But I did police rotations. I was a supervisor at this company for a little while. I would show up to the rotations, even though I did not need to, but to make sure people weren't being run down, and the people I worked with weren't run down because of other people's neglect of paying attention. Even law enforcement would not clean the scenes properly, and we would have to do their job when they get there to make sure that the people on scene were safe, even the pedestrians.